And how do you get your kids to do chores? Well, an American dad has sparked a parenting debate online after sharing how he tried to get his 11-year-old daughter to clean her room. He pretended to be the tooth fairy and wrote her a letter. It explained how the mess almost meant her tooth didn't get collected. Some parents thought this was a brilliant approach. Others branded it mean and manipulative.
Jen Muir is a parent, educator and author. Hey, Jen, is this a brilliant approach or do you think it's a bit mean and manipulative?
Look, hands up if you're a parent who hasn't come to the point of bribing or begging or maybe even telling a white lie to get kids to do what you want them to do. I don't think it's brilliant or manipulative, but I do only give it about a week before it's no longer working, because what we know with kids that if we want to boost that intrinsic motivation, if we want them to go well long term, we know that bribes and these kind of strategies just won't work to build the skills that we want to build in order to have our kids go well long term.
Now, what are the issues with either bribes or threats? I've got two, a 5 and a 2-year-old. They're watching now and they better be asleep by the time I get home.
Look, I mean, a lot of us were raised with the behaviouralist model. So there was the stick, there was, threats and punishments and ignoring behaviour. And that's simply because we're assuming the kids are choosing to get it wrong, when in fact kids really desperately want to get it right. And often when we're seeing them mucking up or making the wrong choice, not cleaning their room, hitting their sibling, all of the stuff that we see, it's more likely that it's about a gap in skills.
Come on, we all know kids.
Yeah.
They don't choose not to clean their room because they don't want to.
They know what they're doing, the manipulative little sods.
Yeah, this is absolutely clear.
Guys, you're a bit jaded.
No, we're just being realistic.
I've just got 2 little kids at home. So you're saying my 5-year-old punches his brother because he thinks it's the right thing to do?
Your 5-year-old punches his brother because an emotion led to a behaviour. He feels frustrated and he simply doesn't have the frontal lobe or the ability to regulate through that and manage that like an adult. And he won't have that ability fully developed until he's 25 to 27 years of age.
Whoa.
So
we have to wait till they're 25 before they have a clean room?
I've got a mattress on some milk crates. I think my frontal lobe.
Well, if we can't coerce, if we can't bribe, if that's off the menu now, then what do we got?
Even smacking's gone.
Smacking's definitely off the table. So I've got some techniques for you.
Okay.
And I promise you, as a mum of 4, these absolutely do work. So the first thing you want to do, just say, my kids are playing Lego and I want them to wash their hands and set the table. So what we want to do is get close to your child and actually touch them on the shoulder. Connect before you direct. And what happens is our kids feel really seen and heard, and they are much more likely to hear us when we now lean in and say, I need you to wash hands and then set the table. So we want to give a really short and direct 2-step instruction. And often our kids, they really do want to go well. They actually really want to please us. And when we come in alongside them, we have a much better chance of getting them to listen.
Jen, I just want to say, I don't know, there's always the hotline to the Easter Bunny, which is just around the corner as well, right?
Look, who hasn't said to a child, I'm so sorry, but I've called the park and it's closed today?
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. Hey, Jen, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
In some breaking news as well,
Okay.
I've actually received a press release from the Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy expresses concern over misuse of her image to bribe children, it says. And this is a quote, "For centuries, I've operated under a simple ethos." Oops, I've lost that. To celebrate a milestone in a child's life and sprinkle magic as a token of love. I am here today to remind everyone that heart of this tradition is wonder, not leverage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
My son lost 2 teeth last week and he got 2 $2 coins and he said, I thought she'd bring me the long money, which is what he called notes. I wanted that long money.
That sounds like
What a great idea.
Like it's slang in a cartel. I need some of that long
money.
That's unreal.
In 5 years it'll be, what about the plastic money?
Do you guys, because I'm probably, obviously I'm a busy mum, I'm the most qualified to talk about this situation. My parents used to lie to me. My dad used to threaten me as a child.
Really?
He said if I didn't behave, he would send me to boarding school. That was his big threat. And it wasn't until I grew up that I realised he did not have the money to be able to It's like the most expensive thing you could ever do. And so
Yeah.
It needs a lot of long money.
Yeah, totally. Big
So much long money. No coins, long money.